Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Christopher Aaron. This is the iGold Advisor channel. It is May 19th, 2023, and we are going to have a silver price forecast. It is time for an update. We must update specifically the breakout attempt that has been underway here in silver for the last month and a half. Let's look at it. Let's see where we are in the most crystal clear way possible, so we can go forward with the highest level of confidence. Make sure you hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when these free videos are going to come out on YouTube. Not only that, guys, I have to tell you one thing. If you are not subscribed to our free Twitter feed at iGlobalGold on Twitter, you are not getting all of the free updates. Because there are weeks that I don't have time to post a video here on YouTube, and I put out quicker snippets on Twitter, absolutely free. All you have to do is follow the iGlobalGold account. Let's get into this silver price breakout update. Very briefly, please make note of our legal disclaimer. And now we go. So, here we are. We're studying this chart the last time that we spoke. This is silver 2020, the low following the panic of the coronavirus, nearly a tripling in price in 5 months, and this sort of down, up, down, up, down, up, down kind of grind, right? This whole grind that we've been in for the last 3 years. And specifically, we were paying attention to this the last time that we spoke. This attempt to break the downward structure going back to the third of silver's peaks in this region, just above $28 per ounce. So this breakout right here, and we saw several weeks where silver was able to hold above this level. And now what is happening? Silver is failing to hold its breakout. And so this increasingly paints the chart as a false breakout, what we call a false breakout. Now, this is where a lot of people get mixed up. They see price behavior like this and they say, see, the entire thing is manipulated. Well, hold on a minute. I do believe there's manipulation in the silver market, but isn't there also legitimate buying and selling? Yes. So it's a mix of both. It's a mix of everything under the sun. And so a lot of people will see a move like this and say, well, the manipulation came in again, so there's no point in even doing this. And I say, that's where you're going down the wrong path. Think about some other disciplines of human behavior that we attempt as a species to analyze. And we attempt to look at behavior and figure out what is the best outcome. Let's think of a few examples. Elections, right? Has there ever been an election where the results come in and it's a very close election and one or both of the parties says, you know what, this is so close that we demand a recount. And after the recount, it turns out that the initial party that was said to be the winner is no longer the winner. The recount comes in a different way. Do we then say, we will never do an election ever again because the system is flawed. Never again will we trust an election, ever. Do we throw everything out? Of course not. Of course not. We look at what can we learn? Where did the system go wrong? What can we implement in the future to improve the system? We build upon the system as it exists and we improve it going forward. Exact same thing applies when we see a signal like this, where a market gives us a fake move to the upside, and then it comes back to the downside. Let's think of one more example. Again, we're just talking human behaviors, human attempts to analyze systems, whether they are market systems, election systems, or let's look at another example. Mechanical systems. How about this? Have you ever seen one of these warning lights come on to your car, your SUV, your truck, where it says, check the engine, right? And you go, oh man, goodness. Is there something wrong with my car? Is it about to break down? Is it leaking oil? And so you make an appointment, you bring it in to a technician, they take a look at it, and they say, oh, no, you know what? It was just a faulty sensor. Your car is perfectly fine. Do you ignore every other warning light that may ever come on to your car dashboard for the history of your ownership of that vehicle the entire time that you're going to own it going forward? Do you throw out every other attempt to analyze the system because one system gave you a false signal? Of course not. I think I've made my point here. As human beings, when we get these false moves, what we do, if you want to be prudent, if you want to stay on top of the markets and learn and have the best sense of what is going to happen going forward, you incorporate the false breakout into your game plan going forward. You bring this data in, and then you form the highest assessment for probabilities, incorporating this new data going forward. So we have a false breakout here on silver on the 3-year consolidation. The level that we wanted to see held was $24 per ounce. Right now, we're trading down at $23.39. So it looks like this support here is failing. So what do? We come back to known data. Okay, if that didn't work, what do we know? Well, we look at where silver is right here, $23.39. We say, well, there's not a whole lot of support here for another few dollars. Whether this was manipulation, genuine selling, fill in the blank, all of the above, they triggered it, right? They showed up, they smashed the price back down. And from a chart perspective, I can tell you there is not a whole lot more support on silver until where? Right here, $20.80. It's going to be the formation of the new rising trend, very clear to see, from this low here at $17.80 through subsequent lows, through this low right here just at $19.80. And right now, if that trend were to be hit, it would come in at $20.80. A trend is valid until proven otherwise. And so silver here looks like it has a few more dollars that it will fall. And then this should be setting up for a major low in silver and everything related to silver, including the leveraged gold and silver miners. Now, what do I expect after this low forms is for silver to start clawing its way higher again. Why do I expect that? Because if you haven't had a chance to watch it, go back to the last video and watch the analysis on gold, and you will know why we expect gold to be breaking out to new all-time highs within the next 3 to 6 months. Make sure to go back and watch that video, which is a few weeks old now, or if you would like the more updated analysis for the most recent analysis available on gold as to our specific timing expectations, make sure to subscribe to our premium service called Precious Metals Intelligence Plus, where we cover not only the silver chart like you're seeing here about once per month, but we cover it every single week. And you learn about these signals before you would here on YouTube. Think about how that could save you in the long run. Back to the chart. Gold is on the verge of breaking out to new all-time highs. And when it does so, it is going to suck silver higher up with it. And then silver is going to play catch up on a leveraged and impulsive basis once gold is breaking out to new all-time highs. Now, the key is that in this false breakout, we have a new data point, a new trend that will be formed from the most recent valid peak back here in 2022 through these peaks. And so what we expect for silver is that it's not going to simply shoot higher here from 20, let's say up to 40 or 50. within the next several months, it's going to take a stair-step fashion. It's going to respect all the different resistance levels that will be met here in this market. For example, this peak, these peaks in here, just at the 2675 level, we would expect that that level is going to act as a resistance zone in here, especially when we look at the relationship between these peaks and the weekly closes around $28. That's going to act as a resistance zone. Then when we get up into the $30 level, that's going to act as a resistance zone here again. Once again, we will back off. And if there is a chance for silver to have a real impulsive move, like let's say doubling in price within just a few months, it's going to happen once the break above 30 occurs. But this signal tells me that it's going to be more of a stair-step fashion higher, at least for the initial part of the move here, as gold is breaking out. So you want to be very careful how you allocate, especially if you're considering leveraged ETFs or options or futures, because it's possible for silver to move in the right direction, but if you mistime the purchase of those options or those leveraged funds, it's possible to lose money on your investment if you use the wrong vehicle, even if you're right on the eventual price action of silver itself. So, with the sum of what we are seeing here, this is the takeaway. And I want to tell you, I'm going to wait another couple weeks to release our next mining pick because I want to wait for this bottom right here, this bottom. So another few dollars lower in silver. I think this is going to be a major low, and that's when I'm going to release that next pick here for free. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to be notified and the bell icon, or else you're going to miss when we release that silver mining company here. If you like what you've seen here, but you want to follow the silver price action and the gold price action every single week with us, not just every several weeks like you see here on YouTube, the service for you is called Precious Metals Intelligence Plus. Not only do we cover silver and gold, we also cover the mining sector. We also cover Bitcoin. We also cover the U.S. stock market and the rest of the commodities complex. And this includes the exact open market investments that we are making here. So you can follow along with every buy and sell signal that we make in Precious Metals Intelligence Plus. It goes out once a week, plus flash updates right to your inbox when necessary. If you would like to take this to the ultimate supercharged level, and you're at that point in your investment career where this is appropriate for you, you must understand the power of warrants right here. These warrants that we receive when we invest by private placements in the service Elite Private Placements gives us leverage similarly to the open market investments that we are making, but nearly twice the upside because those warrants are given to us for free. Yes, for free with every single investment that we make when we make those investments via private placement. This is appropriate for higher net worth investors. If you already have a core allocation of physical precious metals, the private placements is the way to take your investment career to the next level and to have that opportunity to really change your possibilities in life. If you would like to speak to me one-on-one, please know you can reach me via the website. I do offer consultations for individuals. We sit down just like we're doing right here in this video, except we discuss yourself, myself, we discuss your individual situation. What would I do in your situation if I were you, given your circumstances? And by the way, there is nothing too small or too big that I have not worked with. I work with individuals who are just starting in this sector, who have never purchased a single gold or silver coin ever in their lives. I make sure they're not getting taken advantage of by the bullion dealerships because you have to be very careful There are some astronomical premiums right now on certain coins that you do not want to pay for. You don't want to get taken advantage of because you will very rarely have the opportunity to recoup those insane premiums. There are better ways to invest in precious metals than paying nearly twice the spot price for a single coin, especially in silver. So I help individuals like that. I also work with individuals who have tens of millions of dollars available and are looking to form a diversified precious metals related portfolio. Once again, consider the message of the market. Silver is not quite ready for its move, but the pending low that is setting up within the next 1 to 2 months should be a major bottom. Think about the message that gold is sending to the markets right now, on the verge of breaking out to a new all-time high. Think about what is going to happen when silver, which tends to move like gold on steroids, when silver finally gets it. You want to be positioned before this move in silver happens. Thank you for tuning in. Premium members, I will see you in the premium video.